Welcome to the Planet Earth Human Situation News Network, or PHSNN, for all of our avid followers. I'm Renee Descartes.
Thank you, Renee. And I am Oedipus Rex, reporting live from my mother-wife's basement. Today we had a divisive issue at the forefront of our agenda. Does the rightness of government depend on the consent of the governed?
Right you are, Eddie, and what a fascinating topic indeed. We're lucky to have two distinguished gentlemen here to discuss and debate the finer points for our viewers, particularly regarding to guns on campus.
That's right, Renee. Our first philosopher hails from Athens, Greece. He is pupil to the mysterious and controversial Socrates, who was recently put to death after a hair-raising trial. From our inside sources, we've learned that he took his punishment bravely. Last week, we had Miletus on the show, and I must say he was quite pleased to see old Socrates go. I'm a poet and didn't even know it.
Yes, he seems to think Athens will be much better off without the old man corrupting the youth. We refuse to take sides here on PEHSNN, so we'll leave that issue for another day.
We now go live to Plato, reporting from a cave. Plato recently returned from the trip into the sunshine. That must be nice, by the way. Which he claims, and I quote, was quite bright. Tell us, Plato, how are you coping with the loss of Socrates?
First of all, thanks for having me. It has been hard without Socrates, but I continue his work. Quite honestly, I'm relieved I no longer have to document all of his beliefs. My carpal tunnel is killing me. Yet I miss him. Just a quick plug, guys. I have a book coming out that's documenting his life. It's called The Republic. I just have one copy. That's all I have right now, but there'll be more coming in the next 10 years. Okay?
Thanks, Plato, and good luck with selling that book. Sounds like you'll make no money at all. We go now to our other guest, Thomas Hobbes, coming from you live from his desolate compound in Westport, Wiltshire, England. Hobbes, how is the depression going?
Thanks for having me on the show. I've been going to therapy, but I remain convinced that we're all screwed. I mean, just last night, Renee, I saw 3 men fight to the death over a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread! You believe that? I try to be optimistic, but human nature just won't let me. Oedipus knows what I'm talking about. I mean, you killed your father and 3 men when they tried to pass you on the road, right?
No comment, and moving on. Now, gents, let's dive into the issue at hand, gun control. There has been a lot of talk lately about allowing guns onto our school campus. Some are for it and some are against it, but we need the opinions of professionals. Let's go first to Plato.
Well, this is a huge issue. I'm not really familiar with what a gun is, but let me apply this to my philosophy. I may preach against many facets of the state, yet I'm actually a firm supporter of many state doctrines. However, even I must admit humans thrive in cities. It's where we're meant to live. You know, my pupil, Aristotle, this sulky teenager behind me, has a very appropriate saying. Go ahead, Aristotle, quit brooding and tell the people that thing you say.
Man is a political animal, and BT dubs, you all need to know about the virtues of a great soul. Honor, intellect, fancy things, a serious look, and limited laughter. It's just something I've been working on. Whatever. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go smoke some cigarettes and drink some coffee. Peace out.
All right, get out of here, you ingrate. Anyway, as I was saying, we all need the state to survive. It offers protection and social climate, among other things. Guardians such as Socrates and myself are just as crucial to the state. It is our inquiry and speculation that helps civilization progress. You see, there are 3 types of men in this world, and women, by the way. There are men who are lovers of wealth, lovers of glory, and lovers of truth. Those who love truth must rule. Only those who have self-control and a grasp of justice ought to carry weapons. I personally would feel way more comfortable with other philosophers walking around with guns. I mean, can you imagine if the general consensus became to kill whoever you want? If poets began casting dangerous shadows, it would be bedlam.
Well, Plato, you're right about one thing, and that's the bit about bedlam. Otherwise, you're way off. Only a bloody, self-righteous ancient would think philosophers should carry guns. You would all be too busy dancing in the flowers and sunshine to really protect anyone. Truth is, Plato, the world is dark and mad. We're all headed toward the worst imaginable fate. That's an early death. Without Levi here, we'd all be going to hell in a handbasket, that's for sure.
Excuse me, Hobbes, but who is Levi?
Levi, he's my insurance policy against the rest of you SOBs. A single ruler should be in charge of everything. Here's the deal. All you have to do is sign a short contract. Alright? It's right here. You sign that. It says you give up all your rights. And the rules. Levi, he makes all the rules. He calls the shots, if you will. He'll be the absolute power that'll take care of all your woes and fear of violent death. Poof. It's all gone. I'd say that's a better solution than dancing around in a dangerous field of flowers. What's this guy doing? Hey, get off my property! Huh? What are you doing here? Come on! Get out of here!
My dear Hobbes, you're such a dreamer. No one is interested in your crazy talk about a single ruler. As soon as a few, and I mean select few, get out from those damn chains, we'll have a clearer perspective on these types of matters. Hey, does anyone else feel that tension right now? It's like tension between the intellectual freedom of some and the rest of society that has to run according to commonly held opinions. It's killing me! Jeez! Help me out here.
Well, wait a minute. We're going to have to cut you off right there, gentlemen. Breaking news out of Sparta. They're in war with the Heli.
This is where we hold them! This is where we fight! This is where they die! And these shields, boys!
For the 5th time this year. Seriously? Guys, isn't there anything new going on? This goddamn job is repetitive. Mom! Wife! Bring me some snacks. I'm out of here.
All right. Any last comments from our philosophers?
Yeah, I'd say in closing, the rightness of the government does depend on the consent of the governed. And as for guns on campus, you don't have to worry about that. Leviathan, he's got you covered. Levi, whatever. I'm out.
The rightness of government does not require the consent.
This is just gonna be like, what?
It is diversity and philosophers, such as myself, who question authority, helping governments to progress. If there is to be guns, let the philosophers have guns. You know what?